Welcome everybody! For our first video in our cybersecurity series at iTechUSo, we will be discussing some basic tips on how to identify malware. So first let's talk about what malware is. You might also know malware as viruses on your computer, but malware is basically any software designed to intentionally cause damage or harm to your computer, server, or network. So clearly you want to avoid malware at all costs. So the first step to learning how to avoid malware is to first figure out how to identify malware. The first thing you want to check for when you enter a website is you want to go to the left side of the URL. Once you go to the left side of the URL, you should see a small lock sign. And when you click on the lock sign, it will either say the website is secure and has a valid certificate, or it will say that the website is not secure. If the website is not secure, you should know that this is potentially a harmful site. So let's take a look at how this works in real time. As you can see, I have gone to the iTechUSo YouTube channel webpage, and granted, I already know that this site is secure, but I'm just going to double check. So what I want to do is go up to my URL, which is here in the search bar, and go to the left-hand side where I see this lock. And when you hover over it, it should say View Site Information. When I click on this button, it will tell me about my connection. So here it says my connection is secure and my information is private when it is sent to this site. Perfect. You will also see, if you go further down, that the certificate is valid. So this is exactly what you want to see when you go to a site. This is how you know your connection is secure. If it doesn't say this information and it says your connection is not secure, then you need to worry about this potentially being a harmful site. So let's talk about some other tips to identify malware websites. When you get sent a link, make sure you read the URL carefully and check for spelling mistakes. For example, if the URL spells YouTube without the E instead of YouTube with the E, it's not going to take you to YouTube, it's going to take you to another site, which could potentially be a non-secure site masquerading as YouTube. So make sure you look for spelling mistakes and read the URL carefully. Another helpful tip is to just beware if the website is asking for a lot of personal information. For example, if they're asking for your home address, credit card information, bank information, or your social security number, that's when you know that you should stay away. This is not the site you want to be on. Another common trick that malware websites use is a too good to be true approach. For example, a lot of sites will promise to transfer a large amount of money into your bank account if you give personal details about your bank account. Definitely stay away from these sites. Pretty much 99.9% of the time they are a scam and they will not deliver on their promises and will probably actually hack into your bank account. Definitely also watch out for websites that try to automatically download files to your computer upon visiting the URL, because you don't necessarily know what exactly is being downloaded onto your computer. Also, a lot of websites will try to automatically open more junk web pages. If this happens, immediately close your browser. You do not want to visit these pages and accidentally click on something that will put a virus onto your computer or device. Another super easy way to identify malware websites is to just right-click on a link and show the properties of the link. See if the URL looks different than what it's claiming to lead you to. If the URL does look different, this is definitely a site you want to avoid because it's pretending to be something that it actually isn't, and you don't know what it's actually going to do. And finally, just use your instincts. What does the website look like? Does it look polished and professional like some of the other secure sites that you've been to? If you have a feeling, any type of feeling that something here isn't right, you're better off avoiding the site. It will help you in the long run, and most likely your gut instinct will be right. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell below for notifications. Also, please feel free to leave a comment and let me know if this has helped you or if you have any requests for future videos. Thank you again and see you next time.